Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. Azar Salesman.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
There's just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smelled like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. There's just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point and Click Podcast. My name is John the Wise, and I'm here by myself. All by myself. Yeah, that's right. If you're listening to this, Czar had another emergency and could not make the podcast today, and I could not find a co-host in time, so I'm sorry. If you don't like these solo podcasts, all you have to do is turn it off. But please don't. Give me a chance, god damn it. I can do it. I can do it alone. I did it already. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll be like, you know what? This John solo podcast is exactly what I'm looking for. While I'm cleaning up the house, driving to work, playing with my dick, whatever the hell you guys are doing by yourselves, I don't care as long as you're supporting the podcast. That's it. So I'm sporting my Star Wars tee that sometimes, as you can see if you're watching the live podcast right now, the colors of it get all fucked up on my green screen, but then it like fixes itself. See? Up, and then it fixed. So like, sorry if that's distracting, but I don't give a fuck. Alright, well, hope you guys had a wonderful week. There's a lot of news to cover, a lot of things that have happened over the week, and I don't have anybody here to talk about it with, but you guys got me. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the movie I saw yesterday. I just saw Captain Marvel yesterday. The new movie by Marvel. Or is it Captain Marvel? It actually should be Captain Marvel, because that's what it is. It's Marvel. With the Power Cosmic, which I could not fucking figure out. Is it called the Power Cosmic or Power Galactic? See, now I gotta Google it. I was in the car with wife, and I was like, is it Power Cosmic? Power Cosmic? Yeah, it is the Power Cosmic. It's the name of vast source of limitless godly cosmic energy and power primarily wielded by godlike cosmic entity Galactus. But I think Captain Marvel in the comics and Silver Surfer are the two that can actually wield the Power Cosmic. This is what makes them one of the most powerful characters. Which, you know, I gotta tell you guys, before I went to go watch this movie, first of all, this is one of the first Marvel movies where wife and I didn't just immediately watch it. You know, buy our tickets in advance, get over there. We're fans. We're fans, just like a lot of people out there. And we just, I don't know, maybe it's the kid, maybe it's the movie. We were just not, I don't know. We were kind of turned off by the whole thing. To be honest with you, the one thing that really turned me off by this wasn't just the women empowerment and stuff like that, you know, which is, it's fine, dude. It's fine for women to have their own heroes and stuff like that. What's up, Salzy Kid in chat? Everybody in chat, welcome. But yeah, we were kind of turned off by this whole, like, I think we all are, man. It's like fatigue, dude. We're fucking tired of PC culture, and then we're tired of people talking shit about the PC culture. Like, I'm kind of in the middle, where I get some of their shit. I get some of what they're saying, and I get some of what the other side is saying. But I just want to watch a fucking movie without thinking about shit other than looking at the special effects. That's it. I just want to look at the special effects. It's a fictional character. She's not a real person. And we don't need to get our fucking panties in a twist. Alright? So I went into this movie thinking like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking watch it because I want to watch it. Alright? That's it. I don't give a fuck whether it's PC or women empowerment or, you know, feminism, feminazi, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Brie Larson is a this and that. I really don't give a shit, dude. I just wanted to see if they stayed true to the character and they made a cool comic book hero. Which I gotta tell you guys, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I thought it was cool. I didn't think it was like amazing. It's not like my top 3 Marvel, maybe not even top 5. Yeah, definitely not top 5. But it was still fun. It was an enjoyable experience. I got to go see it in the theaters. And that's it, man. What else do you need? Yes, it was cringy at times. Definitely cringy at times. When they were like totally into women empowerment. There was scenes where like, you know, where there's scenes where every guy is calling her honey and sweetie, and she's like, don't call me honey, I'm not your sweetie. And it's like, okay, dude. And then there's other scenes where there's a bunch of men laughing at her every time she fails. Like in boot camp, she fell down and they're like, you'll never make it. It's like, dude, relax. Okay, we get it. Every time she did something powerful, there was a little girl like, I want to be like you. I want to build spaceships and stuff like that. So, you know, I was just like, oh, man, we get it, dude. It would take me out of the movie when that shit would happen. You know, like, I'm like, oh my god, look, she's fucking going through a spaceship with her body. She destroyed a fucking carrier ship. You know those, like, spaceships, like the Star Destroyer? She killed the equivalent of that with her body, dude. She fucking flew through it, and it did the whole boom, 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 boom explosions, like from front to back, you know? Boom, 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 when you know everyone's fucked. She murdered thousands of enemies, whatever they were. Actually, I think it was her own people, but I'm not sure. Spoiler alert. Anyway, she goes through the ship, destroys the whole fucking thing. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Then it cuts to the little girl, and the little girl's like, yay, I want to build spaceships when I grow up. It's like, okay, man. We get it, dude. So anyway, other than the, you know, but even with all that shit, it was still pretty cool. Wife and I were talking about, because it takes place in 95, and, you know, we're 90s kids. We were like, you know, I wish they ramped up the nostalgia more and ramped down the women empowerment. Because that shit was it was just too much. It was in your face, you know what I mean? Let me just open up my camera a little bit here. Oh, no, bad idea. We're good. But yeah, Salzy Kid says, are you into horror movies? I'm glad I stumbled across your stream, man. You seem like a pretty intelligent dude. Well, shit. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I'm pretty wise. But I appreciate it, man. And I like horror movies, but I'll tell you what, this was not a horror movie, and I was not horrified by Captain Marvel. I thought it was a pretty cool movie, and it led up to what's going to happen in the Avengers. I'm actually curious to see what's after that, because that's Avengers Endgame is supposed to be like the bow on top of stuff like that. No, I'm not spoiling Captain Marvel or Marvel. I'm just talking about it. I'm just talking about the fact that I saw it yesterday. I thought it was pretty cool. I like the special effects, and I thought it was a cool story. There was parts of it that were cringy, and you might be upset by it, and you might say it's a shit movie, but if you can get past those cringy bullshit moments, it's not that bad, actually. It's pretty cool. There's some like really fun parts in it, you know, and it's a fun story. It's just there's too much of that. Like, it was shoehorned in. It wasn't like seamless. It wasn't like, you know, the women empowerment parts were not like, it didn't feel like it was all a part of the script. It felt like they found little pieces where they could put it in. And they're like, okay, we could put a women empowerment moment here and a moment here. We'll have the little girl look at her, and then we'll do this part where she looks at the men that are laughing at her and slaps them or whatever, you know? And it's like, it was like shoehorned in, and that's what made it pretty lame. I was telling wife, we don't need to do shit like that. You don't need to do shit like that to empower women. She was already cool enough by herself. You know what I mean? You didn't need to shoehorn some bullshit like that. But overall, I gave it a 7 out of 10, maybe 6.5. And I think you guys will enjoy it. But anyway, let's move on to the news, because there's a lot of news to cover, and I'm by myself, all by myself. And let's just fucking get to it, you know what I mean? What the hell just happened? Okay, nope, not what I was trying to do. Here we go. Speaking of Disney and PC, Disney and Marvel have reinstated the director James Gunn to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So this is after his tweets where he made some really bad jokes, but this was like way back in the day. He said some shit about it's like they were like really yikes jokes about kids and pedophiles, like how kids are good looking, but it was obvious it was a joke, and it was a bad joke. That's all it was. And it caused him to be released from Marvel. The fucked up thing was, it was a thing that he said in the past, and he said, like, I said shit like that to be edgy and cool, and now that I look at it, I'm embarrassed. Which, I'm sure if we go through everybody's social media, we could find something fucking embarrassing and stupid that you've said. Just look at mine yesterday or the day before. You'll find something embarrassing. But anyway, this guy said something, and he's like, I'm sorry. They fired him. Now, they rehired him, which is kind of one of those things where it's like, holy shit, did that just happen? Because as far as we know, when you break the PC culture, you're done, dude. You're fucking done. Your career is over. There's no coming back, because we all know once you break whatever rules the PC culture has told you that are reinstated rules, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the commandments, once you sin, that's it. They don't. There's no forgiveness. All right. This isn't like Christianity. Jesus doesn't forgive your PC culture sins. All right. And that's what's pretty much happened to a lot of people. But this guy somehow made it around to the other side. Okay. And I think it's honestly because of what happened with Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, they pushed this whole fucking women empowerment PC culture. And I gotta say, I don't think it did as well as they hoped it would do. Like, as far as the movie doing well. Let me see the opening box office numbers. Box Office Mojo. Yeah, this is the one. Box Office Mojo tells you like all the numbers and stuff like that. All right. Come on, guys. This fucking website, boxofficemojo.com. Let's just go there. We're in the process of updating the site right now. Try again in just a few minutes. What? All right, is there another website that tells me box office numbers? All right, thenumbers.com, box office records. Let's see, box office. Jesus Christ, how do you navigate this site? Well, Avengers Infinity War was the #1 most gross film ever. Oh, did it? Did it say it? I didn't see it. Fuck, man. Okay. All right. Flies to historic 153 million in US 455 million. It was on the IGN page. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Sidegrade. I appreciate you. Welcome, dude. Don't you ever disrespect me on my podcast. Ever. Okay, there's so many ads going on that the website's jumping around. Give me a second. All right, so 153 million domestically, an additional 302 million internationally. Actually, that's pretty good. I don't know why. I read somewhere that it didn't do that well. Okay, so it's the 7th highest for a Marvel film. All right, so it beat out Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. What? Dude, Ragnarok and Volume 2 are way better than Captain Marvel. Yeah, so it didn't do that bad, actually. I thought it did poorly. I read somewhere that it did poorly, that the movie theaters were empty, but it wasn't. It did pretty good. So, never mind. I was going to talk about that, but no, it did well, so that's good. So then there goes my theory of why they rehired James Gunn. I think they honestly rehired James Gunn because he's good at fucking making Guardians of the Galaxy movies. He made the first two. I loved the first two. There's nothing about the first two that I didn't like. It was fun from beginning to end. That's all it was. I just want to have fun, dude. There's so much bullshit going on. I just want to go watch a movie and have fun. I don't give a fuck about anything else. So, as far as everything else goes, Sidegrade says, I have no interest because I have no idea who Captain Marvel is. Yeah, Captain Marvel or Captain Marvel, however you want to say it, is considered in the comics one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel comics. Used to be a guy, used to be a male, and they just kind of, they changed that. They were like, and it used to be a male and he was Kree, and then they took a female who was half Kree and made her Captain Marvel, but it kind of like, she was like passed on the torch, but it's one of those things. It's just one of those things where, it's the new generation. So, as far as I know, I didn't really read any of the Captain Marvel comics, but from whatever I've read and stuff like that, because I like to read like lore and stuff like that, he's one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel comics. So that's why I really wanted to watch the movie, because I wanted to see, did they do it justice? Did they do Captain Marvel's powers justice? And actually, I think they did, and they left a little room for like, how powerful can she be? Like, where's the cap? And we didn't see the limit. So I think this is awesome. I don't know if you guys liked any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but James Gunn, I feel like, did such an amazing job, dude. Like, it's an artistic thing. Like, the first one, when it came out, I was like, oh my god, I love everything about this, dude. The nostalgia, it made me feel like I was watching Star Wars for the first time, and everything about it was fun. Chris Pratt, fucking shredded, looking good. It was good. Hold on, let me drink my water. I'm by myself, so give me a break, guys. All right. But anyway, James Gunn will be there for the next movie, and we will all rejoice. Good for him. Made it out of PC culture. All right, next piece of news. Okay, all right, so I wanted to cover this post that somebody made on PC Gaming 5 days ago. His name is LEH Synth with an E. Not sure how the fuck I'm supposed to say that. Lesenth. Anyway, he claims that he's a Chinese player and I feel obliged to explain why most hackers are from China. Now, I read through this whole post, and I got to tell you, first of all, to preface this whole thing, this is just one person, right? It's one person. We don't even really know if they're Chinese. We don't know if what they're saying is verified. But from reading the things that he wrote, it does provide some insight, and I feel like there's a lot of truth to it. There's a lot of truth to the things he's saying, because it kind of makes sense. And I'll explain why. So he wanted to let everybody know, like, why there's hackers, why it's so many of them come from China, and why it's so prevalent. So the first thing you wanted to tell you is about Chinese culture. There's this slang in China saying a child from another family, which represent an ideal kid who's better than you in every way. Now, I come from an immigrant family, and that's totally exactly how I was raised. My parents would always compare me to my cousin. They would always talk shit about, like, why can't you be like your cousin? He does X, Y, and Z, and you don't do any of that shit. He does it so well. He's such a well-behaved kid. Or why can't you be like that kid? Look at him and his good grades and shit like that. So there's always, you're not good enough. You're not always, my family just, they didn't know what else to do. That's how they were raised. So I get it. I've seen that in culture, in my own culture, where you're compared to another kid, So he said, he wanted to let everyone know about that you're always in competition with somebody. You're always in competition with the ideal legendary kid that your parents wish that you were. So they only want you to succeed. That's it. They don't care how you get there. They just want you to be as good as that ideal kid because they're embarrassed of you. All right? So that's the first thing that he says. The second thing is piracy. So Steam wasn't widely known in China until 2015, guys. Okay? I was playing Counter-Strike on Steam in 2003, something like that. That's 2002, 2003. That's when Steam like really came by, I think, around that area. And it didn't take till another like 12 years until China really knew what the fuck Steam was. So until then, he said the only way we could play games is by downloading them, pirating them. And when you pirate them, they were also like in the torrent was these modifiers, he calls them, which are cheats, infinite HP, infinite ammo, stuff like that, boosts, whatever you want to call them. And it was just a part of the piracy. So almost every game that they would pirate would have shit like that in them already integrated. So hacking and cheating was not really a thing. It was just like part of whatever way that they could play the game. So that's the second thing, piracy. Oh, sorry. Now the third reason he calls excess production capacity. Now pretty much, obviously there's a language barrier here, but he talks about how in China in the last decade, the most popular major in the university was computer science. So all the people that would write programs, stuff like that, they graduated university and they got a job, but there were so many people that know how to program and write code and stuff like that, that after that influx of people, a bunch of them got laid off. So many of these antivirus employees or programmers or computer scientists are unemployed, sitting on their ass, and the only thing they can really do to make money is hacks, dude. And he says there's even hacks competitions among those hack studios. I can assure you that you can purchase a hack of CSGO for a week for only $6. It is so easy to get and so cheap. Now, you guys are saying for a week. What do you mean? Once you have the hack, you have the hack, right? Incorrect. The way they do things in China, I've read this before, is you subscribe to the hacks. It's like Netflix, you give the guy like $5 a week or $6 a week or whatever a month. Whoops. And he gives you some hacks for your video games. And that's how people do it. They subscribe to these hackers that continually change the code when there's a patch to make sure that you can hack, and whatever happens to your account is on you. You know what I mean? Most of these people don't even have their own account. They just go to those, what do you call them? Those internet cafes. So they go to those internet cafes. The hacks are already on the computer, and they just play, and they do it. Now, he says all that stuff together, the whole competing to be number one and not worrying about how you get there, just getting there. So if you tell him, he says it in the beginning, he said, so if you tell me that I can win a game without effort just by using hacks, yes, of course I will use it. The majority of our generation don't care about the honor of our efforts or the way we win. We just care about that we can win. We just care about winning, is what he's saying. So there's no honor of doing things yourself. There's no value to that. He said that it's not everybody, but the people that feel like, not cheating and winning is more honorable and is worth more are in the minority in China, is what he's saying, because of the culture. And what they care more about is results. So when we're playing against those hackers and they kill everybody in the server and they win because of the hacks, they're not thinking to themselves, I won, but it was because of hacks. They're like, fuck yeah, I killed everybody and now I'm the winner. And they didn't have the hacks, whatever. They just didn't have it. They should have had it. So that's it. Yeah, no Czar today either, Prince. So sorry. Anything else? Yeah. So yeah, he's saying that so that's it. Like there's nothing much we can do about it. He says we feel shame about using hacks. We are still in the minority. All we can do is advocating people around us to not use it. We're changing the situation, but it may cost years to change it for real. So whenever we find out that someone is cheating in Western culture, we immediately shame that person. And in fact, that's one of the biggest things that pro gamers always have to deal with is the accusation that they could be cheating. I see it in CSGO. I see people saying Shroud cheats all the time. For a few days, I thought maybe Dizzy was cheating because I thought maybe he was using a macro for single fire clicking. But then again, I think I saw the video again. It looked like he just was like autistically good with his fucking left click, you know? So there's a reason why they're that good. But yeah, it doesn't exist in Chinese culture, that shame for cheating. It just doesn't exist, is what this guy's saying. What exists is the shame of not winning. Losing is shameful. Winning is all that matters. So to not lose is exactly what you need to do. Fuck however you get there. Whatever way you get there, who cares, as long as you win. So it was interesting. I saw this insight. It kind of affirmed a lot of things that I've been thinking over the years. And it's kind of, I don't know what else to do about it. And as a developer, I don't know what you can do about it either. Yeah, there's just so many of them over there, man. So many of them over there. And if this is their culture and this is how they think, there isn't much else you could do about it, you know? The only people that don't hack are people that can't afford it. So that's what he's pretty much saying. Or, you know, the minority of people that actually want to try to win. All right, China number 1. Let's move on. That's it. Okay. By the way, I want to thank not Czar. Fuck Czar. I want to thank Fresh Prince, Kaiser, and let's see. Fresh Prince, Kaiser, and there was another person that Moggers and Papa D for the articles, and Cowboy Cox Johnson for dropping all those articles in my Discord for us to talk about. So let's continue. Love you guys. Owning a Call of Duty esports franchise could cost $25 million. Both the COD and the Overwatch city-based leagues will kick off in 2020. Now, this is a new thing by Activision where they want to legitimize their esports. And what they want to do is essentially create what the NBA and the NFL and the MLB have, where every certain cities have their team and they play in their city. They have their own like arena or whatever. And if you're local, you go out there and you watch them play the way that you do for the Lakers, the Clippers, the blah, blah, blah down the line. So that's what they want to do now. They don't want to do any more of this, you know, everybody come meet up here and let's have our match. You know, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if it's just going to cost a shitload of money and not actually work. But that's the direction they're taking it. They're taking it, and it's going to start next year. So, because of that, the cost of owning a franchise is so fucking expensive, dude. $25 million. You have to have your stadium. You have to have your uniform. You have to have, you know, nutritionists, all the shit that you need to make it a professional team franchise. That's what this cost is. And I think the rest of it is also royalty fees. So here we go. It announced in February, according to an ESPN reporter, the esports executive company has already been meeting with prospective buyers, namely professional COD teams and Overwatch League owners, to talk business and tell them that the franchise fee will cost them a whopping $25 million per team slot. Oh my god, that's just the franchise fee. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. That puts its franchise fee in the same price range as the Overwatch League, which also cost the first batch of owners $20 million per team. Oh, so they've already been paying that. ESPN says the company later sold expansion slots for between $30 to $60 million. What? Holy shit. So it's pretty much like the NBA saying, hey, you want to open a new team? Okay, you want to be the Salt Lake City Giants? Okay, $20 million. All right, that's what you got to pay me. And that's pretty much what Activision is saying. You want to have your own team for Call of Duty and Overwatch? All right, $20 million, $20 to $60 million, whatever the number is in between. That's what you got to pay me. Okay, go ahead, have your thing. These are the minimum requirements. You need a stadium, you need an arena, and we'll get to that later. I actually have something here, and actually we can just look at it now if I could find it. It's one of these. Okay, here we go. This is from Slasher on Twitter. Shout out to him. From talking to several Overwatch League owners around the league, quite a number of teams will be having to rent out their home venue in 2020 while they build out a permanent space in each city. Wouldn't be surprised if that was extended into 2021. So pretty much what he's saying is a lot of these places won't even be ready. They won't have their own venue. They won't have their own place where people can come in, buy tickets, sit down, and watch them play until maybe 2021. So it sounds like they're scrambling to get this going, which I don't understand why Activision Blizzard would do this. I really don't understand why they would do this. Why not just give them way more time, dude? They just straight up dropped it on them. They're like, next year, this is what you got to do. But once again, I don't know the whole story. With home marketing coming, I fully expect Overwatch League to be split into more regional divisions for next year, with Korean and Chinese franchises competing between themselves. Yeah, how can you even play with NA and EU-based teams, dude? From China and Korea? Dude, that's a fucking flight and a half, isn't it? With most Overwatch League teams not even having their home venues ready by next year, I don't see most teams having their own local broadcaster stream either. Blizzard will likely keep the main Overwatch League stream in LA, with casters and crew only traveling occasionally. That's the other thing. Every NFL team and every NBA team has their own set of casters and shit like that. But I don't think they're going to have it. I don't think this is going to work for them. I don't know, man. It's just so much weird shit. Like, I get that they want to legitimize their esports and stuff like that. I thought it was already legit, but they want to take it to another level. I don't know if this is going to work, dude. It's just weird because Activision decided that they wanted to cut a bunch of the fat in their company and a bunch of shit that's not making them money. But then they want to go turn around and take a huge risk like this because they think that the risk is worth the reward. But I don't know if that's true, though. I don't know. Can you imagine where you live, there being a stadium where people play Overwatch? Would you go? I don't know, man. You're looking for... It's the niche of the niche, dude. You're talking about people that are already used to watching it on their computer, at home or on their phone. And that's how they're used to watching it. And if there's a match going on nearby, only a select few actually go. You know what I mean? It's not like... And then now you're asking those select few to... You're taking a fraction of that. I don't know, man. It's just... Whoa. I mean, look, it would be nice. It would be fucking nice if, you had the same thing as like the NBA or the NFL where people were excited to put on they have their posters and their signs and they're like Genji main or bust, stuff like that. And it's a stadium full of people watching Overwatch. That is the dream, I guess, for esports. But, I mean, come on, man. Are we being naive thinking that would happen? Because that's ridiculous, in my opinion. I don't think that's going to happen at all. And Prince says, I don't think people who like Overwatch League would want to pay to go see a 20-minute competition. Yeah, I don't think so either. Dude, parking, taking the night off, making sure the parking is good. You get there, making sure your seats are good, paying $20 for a fucking beer that you could get for $1. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the way to go. But anyway, it's the future. We'll take a close look at it and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, for all those people that lost their job at Activision, yeah, sorry about that. Next piece of news. All right. This is a new game, Mass Builder, MASS Builder, fully customizable mecha action game. It's on Kickstarter. Kaiser dropped this in Discord. I don't know if you guys are into mechs. To be honest with you, I'm so over mechs. I'm over mechs and I'm over all that anime shit. But, you know, if you're into that weeb anime shit, you can customize your own mechs. And here's the key features. Fast-paced movement through the battlefield with boosters. Fight against hordes of beastly aliens. Pick how your weapon looks and shoots with hundreds of parts. And a world compelling and rich with information for you to immerse yourself in. So it's just a new game coming out. Its goal is 32,000. It's at 24,000. That's such a low goal amount. Damn, they really are just a small team, aren't they? That's so low of a number to need. I guess that's their bare minimum to make the game work and all that shit. Mechanical Assault Skeleton Suit. Alright, if you're into that weeb shit, congratulations. Mass Builder is what it's called. Alright, next piece of news. Look at this guy, dude. Epic CEO. The only way to displace Steam is with exclusives, good prices, and better revenue sharing, which is what Tim Sweeney from Epic is saying will dethrone Steam. And to be honest with you, there was a lot of people talking about how Epic is going to destroy Steam and they're giving way more profit sharing to developers. But I've also read a lot of things where developers have talked about how it's not ideal to be on Epic, even with all those incentives. But he's saying that that's the only way that they're going to be able to defeat Steam, which is probably right. I mean, that when Metro Exodus was going to be, or is, the only place you can get it on, is on Epic's launcher. I mean, a lot of people were like, holy shit, you know, they pre-purchased the game on Steam and stuff like that. And, what is this? PC Gamer. Valve doesn't sound too happy about the Epic Store copying Steam data. We're going to have to take a look at that. I have to take a look at that right now. What's up, Professor Legend? How you doing, buddy? The file is not intended to be used by other programs or uploaded to any third-party service. Yesterday, we learned that Epic Store Client was copying a Steam user data file called localconfig.vdf. According to Epic, the client stores a local encrypted version of the file and does nothing with it unless you opt to import your Steam friends, at which it sends only hashed friend IDs to Epic's server. Oh, so it's so you can get all your Steam friends on your friends list. That's what they're claiming. And Valve is like, hey man, you can't fucking do that. We don't like that. So they're saying, he said that the Epic Store doesn't use the Steam API due to Epic's own user privacy concerns. Then why is it there, dude? Oh, it's from the early days of Fortnite and it's going to be fixed, is what they're saying. General concern of APIs collecting more data than expected. That's what Steam is saying. They don't want, Epic to be using that API to harvest data that they can use for their own business. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to... When it comes to shit like that, I'm so ignorant when it comes to coding and things like that, so I'm not sure exactly what they could do with that information. But if Steam is saying that they don't like it, it could just be because they don't want to help Epic in any way, because they're the competition now. Or it could actually be because they are afraid of them using it for collecting data and stuff like that. Because Steam has its own algorithm, it has their own data and stuff like that. They know what to suggest to you. So if Epic decides that they want to steal that shit, I'm not sure if they can. But yeah, this is a war that's not going to end soon. This is a war between Epic and Steam and Valve. And I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about this. To be honest with you, I I think competition is very good for the industry, but I'm not sure if Epic is the one to be the competition, because I don't know. I don't see them being as ethical or more ethical. You know what I mean? When Discord came out, everybody was like, "Dude, why would I use Discord?" There's so many. There's TeamSpeak. There was Ventrilo. And at the time, there was that other one that was really... Like, at the time, that was the Discord. That was the new Discord. Fuck, what was it called? It was like the fire symbol. Now it's, like, integrated in Twitch. Fuck, man. What is that fucking thing called? Anyway, one of you guys will remind me in chat. It's like a little fire... Curse chat. Thank you, Prince. Thank you so much. Right before Discord came out, they were like... They were like... just barely getting there. You know, their Curse Chat was the one that was going, and then Discord dropped, and people were like, dude, we're already using Curse Chat. Why the fuck would we use Discord? But somehow, some way, Discord just offered something way better than Curse Chat. Just like the way it felt, the design, the UI, and everything. It came by and it offered something better. Epic and their launcher isn't offering anything better per se for the consumer. They're offering better stuff for developers, but that's just like they're just lowballing Valve. They're not doing anything particularly amazing other than like, oh, you're charging $5 for that hot dog? Okay, we're charging $3. That's all they're doing. They're just undercutting Steam with that shit. So there isn't anything remarkable. It's not like they're like, oh, you're selling a $5 hot dog? Well, we're selling a $3 hot dog, and it has mustard, ketchup, onions, and relish on it. The Valve one is plain. Then it's like, hey, man, I like all those things on my hot dog. I might actually come over there and buy my hot dogs from you from now on. So I don't see anything like that. But we'll see how that goes. And then... Epic Store development roadmap includes achievements, cloud saves, and more. So like I said, that's just all shit that Steam already has. But they're saying that and Epic doesn't even have it yet. They're saying it's going to be in the future. They're going to have all the shit that Steam already has. They're not offering anything new. Improvements to offline mode. Steam has offline mode. I don't know what that means. Social overhaul. Steam has that. And as for to be determined projects, these include automated refunds. Steam has that. Gifting. Steam has that. An Android store. Steam has that. This presumably means Android games will be sold via Epic Games Store. Yeah, there's already mobile games that are on Steam as well. The games that are on mobile that also work on Steam. And yeah, that's it. I mean, nothing about... I'll tell you what else Steam offers. Big picture mode with Steam Link, which we'll get into later. There's a new thing with the Steam Link. And other stuff, you know? It's just... Epic's getting there, but they're so bare bones right now, just like this article says. The Epic Game Store is a bare bones affair, and that's putting it politely. You can buy games, but that's about it. So I don't see them dethroning Steam at all anytime soon, because anything that they're doing right now, Steam has already done. And has done in like over and over again. They've patched it. They've tested it. It's what people like. And Epic is going to come and try to catch up with them. Well, by the time they catch up, Steam will probably have even more functionality and more features, and then Epic has to catch up to that again. So I'm not sure. The only thing that Epic has going for it is all the people that are playing Fortnite will have their eyes on their launcher. That's it. That's what they're really doing. They're like, all these people are looking at our launcher. Their eyes are looking at it. There's real estate on our launcher that we can fill with other games to entice them to spend more money and take their money and spend it with us instead of spending it with Steam. That's all they're doing here. So all this other functionality and stuff is secondary to that. And that's exactly what we're looking at here. Search function was added last week. Achievements, cloud save, all that stuff. They're like, we'll get to that after, because all we want to do is be able to get those eyes to spend money. That's it. So with that kind of premise, it's kind of disingenuous. You know what I mean? That's not consumer friendly at all. That's just taking advantage of the consumer. And if the consumer knows that, you kind of feel scammed, dude. When you're being sold something, you don't want to feel scammed. You want to feel like this salesperson is the only salesperson out there that's honest and actually cares about you and wants you to have an enjoyable product and is selling you the best product. That's the first thing about sales that they teach you is never act like a salesman. I remember when I would walk door to door, I would never say the words, "I'm selling cable." Never. Because people don't want to be sold to. Instead, I would say shit like, "I'm just here to give you guys information about some new offers that we have." And giving you information is like, hey, this can benefit you. Because, it's free information. You lose nothing from learning this information. As opposed to, hey, I'm here to sell you something. So people don't want to be sold to. They don't want to be scammed. And the Epic Store just feels like you're just selling to me. That's it. You're not offering me anything. You're not offering me anything remarkable, So good luck to Epic Games. I don't know. I've only heard bad things about Epic Games, how their customer service sucks and stuff like that. But I don't play Fortnite or any of their other games, so I don't know, man. I've never had to deal with it. All right, let's go. Next piece of news. Rising Storm developer is making a persistent FPS for 80 players. Now, Rising Storm is known for Vietnam. They have like this Vietnam game, Rising Storm. Let's see here. What is Rising Storm? It's a standalone expansion pack to Red Orchestra 2 Heroes of Stalingrad, developed by Tripwire Interactive. Oh, yeah, that's right. So it has to do with that Red Orchestra game that I've never played, by the way. But yeah, it starts in set in 1983, and it's set in an alternate Cold War that got hot. Okay. It's a large tactical shooter where teams duke it out for supremacy across huge maps. As the name suggests, it's a Cold War affair. I mean, you mean Battlefield? Rising Storm 2 is a Vietnam shooter. That's what it is. Despite being set in alternate history, Antimatter Games okay, so this is a different thing. Antimatter Games still promises realism and historical authenticity. Both things that made the Rising Storm series stand out from the likes of Battlefield and Call of Duty. What do you mean, dude? Battlefield and Call of Duty are super historically accurate. They have all the guns and tanks and jets and all that shit that are exactly what people used back then. Yeah, it's more arcadey and stuff like that, but that's because it's a video game, dude. If war in video games was like real life, it wouldn't be as fun. Because nobody fights war the way we do in video games. You don't run out into the open. You don't, there's tactics, and firefights can last a long time if there's a stalemate. And if anybody that I've ever talked to that was in the military, okay, read the next sentence. The player count appears to have been given a boost for the new war, with 80 or more able to jump into the objective-based battles. Okay. Oh, there's no regenerating health or super soldier abilities, and I expect it'll be the same for 83. Okay. I mean, I guess. That's the only thing that makes it realistic, I guess. But that's not fun. There's no regenerating health. But see, regenerating health in a shooter or ways to heal yourself are quality of life decisions. People like that shit because it's annoying when you kill when you kill somebody and you have like 2 health left, and then somebody comes and slaps you and you're dead. The regenerating health and like running away and healing and coming back into the fight, that's part of what makes the video game fun. So that feature is a quality of life thing. It's not something that, I mean, I guess if you want to be a hardcore gamer that wants permadeath, shit like that, okay, I guess, but I don't know. I don't see this game being anything spectacular. I'm not excited about it. But we'll see. Once it comes out, we'll check out Twitch. We'll see how it goes. Rising Storm 83 is what it's called. Just, it's apostrophe 83. Strange. All right. Next piece of news. Back for Blood announcement from Turtle Rock Studios. So Turtle Rock Studios has made games such as Evolve and Left 4 Dead. And that's it. They made Left 4 Dead 1. They made Left 4 Dead 2. Then people were like, Left 4 Dead 3, right? And they're like, no, we're making Evolve. And people are like, what? And then they're like, okay, we'll give it a shot. Then people are like, no, this isn't what we wanted. We just wanted Left 4 Dead 3, god damn it. So they said, okay, guys, we heard what you have to say. So we're coming back at you with Back 4 Blood. So Left 4 Dead and then Back 4 Blood. It sounds like it's a sequel, but I'm not sure exactly if it's a sequel. It is a co-op zombie FPS with new features we aren't ready to talk about just yet, but keep your eyes peeled. This is their frequently asked questions, all right? According to their community manager. So the second question is great. How are you planning to succeed against recent and upcoming AAA zombie and co-op shooters? They said, we are going back to our roots and at the same time innovating on them. We know we have some big shoes to fill, but we're all out to surpass everything we've done before. So pretty much what they're saying is, we've heard you guys. We know you wanted Left 4 Dead 3 and we gave you Evolve. Well, we're going back and we're making a Left 4 Dead 3. Right? No, Back 4 Blood is our own brand new original IP. You'll be able to shoot up a lot of zombies like in Left 4 Dead, but there's a whole lot of new stuff in Back 4 Blood, which makes it unique. Okay. It's not Left 4 Dead 3. Fine. But it's called Back 4 Blood. That's weird. Why would they call it? I mean, they even put the 4 in it. The 4 in Back 4 Blood is the number 4, just like Left 4 Dead. And they're saying it's not a sequel. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not technically Left 4 Dead 3, but it is Left 4 Dead 3, isn't it? That's a strange thing. Like, technically, no, it's not Left 4 Dead 3, but it is along the same vein. That's what they should have said. Will the game have microtransactions? Here's them saying yes without saying yes. Right now, we're focusing on making the best, most fun, and exciting game we can. We'll figure out the post-launch stuff later, but if we do have paid post-launch content like microtransactions, we want to do something that the community feels good about. So that's good. I mean, that's a good response. They're pretty much saying, yes, there will be microtransactions. That's what they're saying, but they're not focused on it right now. So if they just outright say, yeah, there's microtransactions, people might be upset. Is this game going to be a battle royale? No. Will there be PvP? Yes. Will there be a campaign? Yes. Where is Evolve 2? How dare you? No one's saying that. 2K owns the rights to Evolve, and our contract to work on the game expires in 2016. Oh, expired in 2016. Please contact 2K for all Evolve-related questions. Pretty much they're saying, fuck Evolve. That's what they're saying. Because 2K owns the rights, and they just wanted to get away from it. That's what they're saying. So I don't think they're going to make Evolve 2. Yeah. Will the community get to play? We don't have a date yet. Keep an eye on our official Discord. Why so little? Tell us. It's an ambitious project. Blah, blah, blah. It's a brand new AAA IP developed in Southern California. You know, if you want to go work at Turtle Rock Studios, they have their website there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else. Nothing else to announce. So rejoice, all Left 4 Dead fans. There's a new game by Turtle Rock Studios that is going to be a honorary successor to Left 4 Dead 2, but it's not really. I don't know. They said it's not. They said they're going back to their roots, but it's not a sequel. I don't know what that means. Well, I guess we're going to have to find out. But it is good. I like Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. I played the shit out of them. Let me see how many hours I have. Just so we can, you know, I can tell you guys how big my dick is right here. I mean, it's so big. Left 4 Dead 2, 184 hours. All right, that's not a lot. Never mind. Forget it. My dick's not that big. Next piece of news. That means it's a clone, says Crew. Next piece of news. Kotaku reports EA paid Ninja $1 million to stream Apex Legends. And I don't know why this is news. this is exactly what it's like when you're Ninja. You're Ninja and you're like, that's my price. Even though he was already going to play that game probably, it's just like, hey, you want me to stream it? This is my price. And they're like, yep, that's how much we'll give you. And that's pretty much it. Oh, my bud's here. Hi, my bud. I'm just recording a podcast. Let me kiss your hand. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Cute little baby. So, yeah, this is exactly how it goes. I mean, $1 million to play Apex Legends. That's what he did. And you know what, man? I've been talking to my buddies. Babe, you just open the door, please. Let the dog out. Yeah, it's okay. That's it. Ninja, Shroud, Choco Taco, Tim the Tapman, etc. all got paid to play. Yeah, it's for exposure, crew. That's why you're saying you're confused why someone would pay someone to play a free-to-play game. It's for exposure. It's advertisement. Yeah, that's all it is. It's so all the Fortnite people try to play the game. But the difference is Ninja, Shroud, and Dr. Disrespect and some of those other ones actually like to play the game. So it's just to get other people to play the game so they can buy the microtransactions. That's what it is, crew. Why are you acting like you don't understand that? I don't understand why you don't understand. The game is free to play, but the microtransactions aren't. I'm just sitting here like that's not how that's meant to work. Anyone remember Doom floppies? No. Doom floppies? Definitely not. But yeah, the rep also pointed to a disclosure policy streamers like Ninja were required to adhere to. Ooh, here we go. EA requires full disclosure and transparency with every game changer. That's what they call them? That's what they call them? Dude, they call them game changers. They're not influencers. They're game changers? Oh my god. Barf, dude. Dude, Ninja is a game changer, dude. Oh my god. That's what they call their fucking influencers or whatever. That's weird. Anyway, EA requires full disclosure and transparency with every game changer, content activation, or paid sponsorship that we are involved with. This is mandatory for every country, language, or influencer that we work with. Hey, you can't call it influencer. You said game changer. Now you're saying influencer? Stick to your guns, goddammit. We do not partner with influencers, damn it, agencies, or talent who do not support proper disclosure. I don't know what that means. Full disclosure and transparency with every game changer. So pretty much they have to be in the know with them. I don't know. It's a multi-part marketing program for Apex Legends that included paid engagements with some content creators at the launch. Now they're content creators? Pick your fucking pronoun, dude. Pick your title. Dude, I just want to tell people I'm a game changer. Oh, dude, do you do Twitch? Yeah, you know, just a game changer. What do you mean? You change video games? That's the minimum that I do. Paid engagements, blah, blah, blah. However, they said that the paid streams were short-lived. After midday on February 5th, the day after release, all Apex Legends streaming from content creators was completely organic. Yeah, so pretty much they're saying after February 5th, any of those big streamers that were playing Apex were playing because they wanted to. Which was... When did the game come out? The game came out on the 4th. So midday of the 5th. Wow. So the game came out on the 4th. They paid all these game changers. And then the next day, halfway through the day, that was when they said, all right, you don't have to play the game after the mid February 5th. You're on your own. We're just paying you up till then. So anybody that was playing after that wanted to play the game. And there was a lot of them. So that's pretty cool. It was fun, man. It's fun. It's a fun game. But like I said, I think I'm kind of getting bored of it. We need new content, which is crazy because it's only been out like a month. So I don't know what that means. Also, Shroud fucking had a scooter accident. Is there anything more fucking game changer influencer problem than having a scooter accident, dude? Dude, what are you doing, Shroud? Don't go outside. Look at you. You can't handle the outside. The outside is not where you shine, dude. You shine on the inside, where there's a ceiling and your $6,000 computer and, you know, all that shit. That's where you really shine, dude. God damn, look at this guy's studio, Ninja Studio. There's so much shit going on back there. Is that what kids need? They need, like, colors, lights, That's what they want, right? I think this is coming from an employee who really doesn't want to call them game changers. Yeah, I definitely... Anybody who... The Game Changers is a terrible fucking title. Terrible title, dude. I wish Czar was here. Anyway, next piece of news. Let's try to zoom through this because we're already an hour in. I talk too much, man. God damn it. That's why I need Czar here. Alright. Heroes of the Storm pros try to salvage their careers after Blizzard killed its pro scene. According to PC Gamer, when Blizzard canceled HOTS Global Championship Circuit, a community of pros were left in freefall. So this is a sad story of a bunch of pros trying to figure out what the fuck they're going to do now. It was hard to do anything but watch their streams and cry with them. Ugh, says Dreadnought. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, you guys all know that I started streaming. My first game that I ever started streaming was Heroes of the Storm. The game that I met pretty much all my friends on was from Heroes of the Storm. So this does hit close to home a little bit, but not really. I've already moved on. And to be honest with you, any of the pros that were still playing the game, they should have seen the writing on the wall. You never liked Dread? Damn. Well, he just wasn't changing the game enough for me. He was not a game changer. Alright? He was just a game. Not a changer. So, rest in peace to all the professional HOTS players that are trying to figure out what the fuck to do. The first emotion, I think, a lot of us felt was just anger. Anger that their last few years of hard work and dedication had come to a sudden halt. Anger at the fact that it took as long as it did to get a response from Blizzard to end HGC, only a month before the league was projected to start. Yeah, that was fucked up. And angry because they now feel lost. Everything that they had built their lives around no longer existed. Retired pro player turned commentator. Oh, was he a pro? I didn't know he was a pro. He made me pretty toxic in Hero League. Yeah. I know. I've also played with Trixler. I love Trixler. But there was times that I was upset at him. Alright, anyway. That's it. Here's the Storm is dead. Let it die. Not a good pro, right? Yeah. Okay. Next piece of news. We notice you're using an ad blocker. Yeah. I'll keep using it. So, Brendan Green from PUBG, Player Unknown. The Player Unknown. Which is ironic because everyone that knows him already. So, he's not unknown. He's player known, Brendan Green. He said he's building a new division in Amsterdam, and he's leaving PUBG to start a new projects, research and development for new projects. According to Jason Schreier, where I read that on Twitter, he is a reporter for Kotaku if you're not in the know. He said that Brendan Green has been doing this other team in Amsterdam for over a year now. So this announcement is nothing new. Like, they just announced it now, but he's been doing it. And he hasn't been involved with PUBG for over a year. And that's actually really telling because that's around the time where I was like, all right, I'm fucking sick of this game. Right when he stopped being a part of it. I don't know if it's a coincidence or anything, but I've said it before. PUBG and its creators only give a shit about their Eastern audience. They don't give a fuck about North America. If they gave a fuck about North America, they would put more than one server in the United States, and they wouldn't fucking put it in Virginia. You don't have a West Coast server, dude? Really? You don't have 3 servers, West, Mid, and East? Everybody does that. Discord does that. But they're like, just put one fucking in Virginia, that way the British can play it too. What the fuck? Anyway, I don't need to go into that. But he said, PUBG, he's going to start making new games, research and development for new games and stuff like that. So yeah, can't wait. I can't wait for that, huh? It's going to be great. All right, so rest in peace, PUBG and PlayerUnknown. PlayerUnknown actually, Brendan Green came out sick on this whole thing, dude. Somebody came up to him and said, hey, we're going to give you a shitload of money to be the project lead of this game. You might take all the heat for it, but we're still going to give you money. And he's like, yeah, I like money. I have a family, and I like to have money. And I like to be recognized for the things that I do, like programming and stuff like that. So, yes, I will take it. And I don't give a fuck if people hate on me. I don't give a fuck about anything because I'm cashing checks. Cashing Korean checks is what this guy's doing. So good for you, Brendan Green. Next piece of news. Oh boy, Halo, the Master Chief Collection is coming to Steam. What does that mean? Does that mean I could play Halo 1 with my buddies on Steam? I hope so. Confirmed thoughts inside Halo Xbox show that Halo, the Master Chief Collection is coming to PC. And it'll include Halo Reach, the 2010 prequel to the original Halo Combat Evolved. Is that good? Is Reach good? Did people like Reach? I think they did like Reach, right? The PC version of Halo MCC will come in stages, with each game released individually in chronological order, rather than all of them together in one big bundle. That means Halo Reach will be first, followed by Combat Evolved, then Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4. 343 Industries said the staggered schedule will enable it to ensure that the game is right. Emphasis theirs. Emphasis theirs? What? What does that mean? With PC standard features including FOV sliders, 4K resolution, ultra-wide monitor support. Okay, so they're pretty much saying that they're going to release it when they port it correctly. They don't want it to just be a console port, because if you guys played Skyrim without mods, you realize this game was designed for a controller. It was designed for consoles and not designed for PC. That's why almost all the mods that everybody downloads right away are shit that makes it a PC game. So, yeah. Emphasizing the games 343 made, not the ones Bungie made. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did make all those. So they didn't make Halo 1. I didn't know they made Halo 2. I thought Halo 2 was still by Bungie. CE is on PC already. Combat Evolved? Okay. So Halo 2, 3, and ODST, and 4. I thought Halo 2 was still by Bungie. Let me see. Halo 2. So 2 is Bungie, right? Yeah, it is still Bungie. Okay. But you said that they're emphasizing the games that 343 made. Somebody made a meme talking about how Epic was like, oh, we're going to have Metro Exodus, and then Steam is like, hold my beer, bitch. Here's some Halo for that ass. I've always wondered why they didn't have Halo on Steam. It was one of the best fucking games to play on Xbox and Xbox 360 with your buddies. So fucking fun. So here we go. Pricing and release dates haven't been announced, but it's great and a little surprising that the MCC will be on Steam and as well as the Microsoft Store. Oh, it's going to be on both. Okay. So that's the future. That's what Valve is doing. So Valve is no longer going to be like, hey, you can only have it here. They're going to be like, you can have it wherever you want, plus wherever we want. As long as it's not on the Epic Store. I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah. I play so much custom games in Halo 3. Yeah, I will buy Halo when it comes out, says Random Cheesin'. Yeah, solo today, T. Czar is having his transitional surgery today, so when he comes back, he'll be Zarina. And you guys better call him by his correct pronoun, okay? I don't want to see any of you guys being assholes. Next piece of news. Yeah, I'm down to play Halo. Why not? Violent video games found not to be associated with adolescent anger. What? Researchers at the Oxford Internet Institute. University of Oxford, have found no relationship between aggressive behavior in teenagers and the amount of time spent playing violent video games. Well, Tsarina, yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, I mean, this isn't anything that we didn't already know, but it's good that we actually have a source. Now you guys have a source, the University of Oxford. Okay, so anytime your parents or somebody that thinks that they're smarter than you says shit like, you play those video games and no wonder you're so violent, you can be like, hey, bitch, how about we go to the University of Oxford's main website, okay? And we read what the professors of Oxford University. Oh, what university did you go to? Oh, you went to some community college and then you didn't finish, and now you're telling me that violent video games are associated with adolescent aggression? Well, bitch, hold my fucking beer. All right? Actually, wait, you might be young. Hold my Snapple, bitch. Let's go to this website, www.ox.ac.uk. Okay, the .uk tells you everything you fucking need to know. This is Oxford University, bitch. So yeah, you can definitely just whip this out onto the table and make everybody look at how big your dick is with something like this. So I just wanted to give you guys that tool to let everyone know that it has nothing to do with the other. Despite interest in the topic by parents and policymakers, the research has not demonstrated that there is cause for concern. Yeah. So pretty much they're saying, despite all these fucking parents thinking that they know what the hell they're talking about, the data that we have demonstrates that there is that there is no cause for concern. For a second, I was like, dude, did I read that wrong? Yeah. It is the most definitive to date, using a combination of subjective and objective data to measure teen aggression and violence in video games. I mean, Oxford does not fuck around. They don't fuck around, dude. Anyway, next piece of news. That's it. Anthem players discover removing gear makes you more powerful, and also how to have infinite health. Yeah, so there's a lot of issues with Anthem right now. I haven't played it yet, so I can't really, be like, yeah, I agree with everything this article says. But there is 2 bugs in the game right now that are kind of game breaking. So the way that you get more powerful by removing gear is because what Anthem does is it averages the level of your items and gives you a power number according to the averages. So if you have, here's the example. So if I have 2 level 40 items and a level 20 item, then it's going to be 33.3, your power number. It averages it out. But if you remove that level 20 item, instead, the game mistakenly believes your power number is 40 because there's no average. 40 plus 40 divided by 2 is 40. That's how you find averages, by the way, if you guys didn't know. I just gave you a little pro tip on how to find averages. But yeah, so the game doesn't add it in as a 0 or a 1. It just says, oh, okay, all you have is level 40 gear, then you are level 40 powerful. So it is actually better for you to have nothing in that slot than to have something on that slot. So if you find one high level item and hold on to it, and then the rest of your items are empty, you're apparently insanely powerful. It takes your average and makes you that powerful. So theoretically, you could even ditch all your items and just equip your most powerful legendary and do insane damage, though you'll be sorely lacking in HP. Yeah, which is understandable. But if you want to do that glass cannon, then there you go. Now the second bug, before all this, by the way, it says in this article, players were angry about a patch in 1.0.3 where it fixed a bug that made loot drops far more common. So people liked that the loot drops were common, and then they were like, oh no, that's a bug. You're not supposed to get loot as much. You're not supposed to be rewarded this much. And then people are like, dude, what the fuck? What do you mean? It made it fun. So they patched that. Now, the other thing about infinite health, it has to do with you being in the Storm Javelin, and all you have to do is swap your weapon a split second after triggering your ultimate ability, and this will cancel your ultimate, but it restores your shield and health, and you can see it in this video real quick. So this guy's fighting. His shields are going down, 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 and he presses a button, and he was about to die, and boom, full shield, full health. That's it. And this guy in the article says, I tried the glitch to see how easy it was to pull off, and well, it's very easy. You don't need particularly good timing. You can watch the video below to see it in action. And boom, full health. Well, okay. Okay, Anthem. Okay, BioWare. Okay, good luck. I don't know what to say, dude. I don't want to shit on it too much because it actually makes me sad. It makes me sad that this game isn't doing well because I love BioWare. So, that's it. Yeah, next piece of news. This is just Pub Player Unknown talking about that new thing that he's doing. Here we go. Fortnite players on Switch can no longer join PS4, Xbox One matchmaking anymore. So for the longest time, cross-platform play was available for everybody. But now, what? I didn't know about this. Nintendo Switch version only matches people with players on iOS and Android. Oh my god, why, dude? Playing with a bunch of mobile dudes? Hold on. Crew who plays Anthem is saying that bug where we getting good loot drops was amazing. Then they said it was a bug, and I was like, wait, what? You mean you didn't actually fix something? You broke it, and it's better this way, and now you're fixing it to be worse? Fuck you. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, crew. Okay, in the patch notes for version 8.10, Epic Games confirms that it has combined the matchmaking pools for PS4 and Xbox One, as well as for mobile devices and Switch. The studio's explanation has to do with better managing the game's difficulty for everyone. What? So wait. So the people that according to what they're saying, the PS4 and Xbox One players were stomping on the Nintendo Switch players. Or maybe vice versa. I'm not sure, but I think it is the other way around. And then they decided that they should put the Switch players with the mobile players because that is the same difficulty base. We expect an on average better per game experience for both mobile and Switch players. On average, better per game experience. How do people feel about this, though? Like I said, I've never done this. I've never played Fortnite. Combining the PS4 and Xbox One players' bases also comes with a requirement to opt in to crossplay. Oh, so you have to opt in. Players opting out are restricted to creative mode and playgrounds. Oh, so no, you can't opt. You either opt in or you can't play the game. So I should get Fortnite on my Switch and just stomp on all the mobile people. Still not worth playing that dumb game. I know, I agree. I agree. Alright. Jesus. You okay? No, that's okay. Yeah, it's not worth playing that dumbass game. Alright, next piece of news. Good job, Epic. Good job, Fortnite. That's a great idea. Are people upset about this? I don't know. Are there comments here? They can still invite each other to play Fortnite regardless of platform. It's just random matchmaking that comes with new restrictions. Oh, yeah. Why wasn't that clear in the article? So if your buddy is playing on the Switch, you can still invite him and do cross-platform play. But if you want to do random matchmaking, it's going to restrict you to another pool. That's a totally different situation. This guy wrote, Step 2, Switch Pro controller players on TVs unlocks easy mode against touchscreen phones. Switch splits into Joy-Con equals mobile, Pro-Con equals console. The same way, I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. Right? Fuck Fortnite. It's such a stupid game, dude. Maybe people will finally stop playing it and go play fucking... Dude, I'd rather play stickball than Fortnite. You understand? I would rather hit a ball with a stick. Not baseball, okay? The poor man's baseball, where you stand outside, you find a ball, and you find a stick and you hit the ball with the stick. I would rather play that than Fortnite. 1,000 times. Next piece of news. Now you can stream PC games to an Xbox One. What? That's right. So Steam has discontinued the Steam Link. You can no longer buy it, which is really sad because I have one and I think it's awesome. It does have issues actually sometimes, but I had an issue with it recently and I hit up support and they were like, dude, honestly, we don't even, update the Steam Link anymore. We're done with it. So like, just do whatever you can. Here's like a fix. Hopefully it'll help. And it did help. But yeah, the Steam Link is now going to be part of Xbox's Xbox Live and the Microsoft Store. And so this is how it works. Microsoft's wireless display app now lets Xbox One owners stream PC games a bit like Steam Link, but not just limited to games you've had in your Steam library. Oh, so it doesn't have to do with Steam, it's just your computer. You'll need to use your Xbox controller to control the PC remotely, as there's no mouse and keyboard support. Oh, so it's not better than the Steam Link. Since the first Xbox, the consoles have been accused of being PCs in disguise, and the differences have only become fewer with each iteration. Playing PC games on your Xbox seems like a logical step then, even if I'm not sure who it really appeals to. Yeah. I mean, that was the cool thing about the Steam Link, is your entire Steam library is on your TV. Either through Wi-Fi or you could go straight Ethernet from Ethernet to Ethernet, but the Wi-Fi is not that bad. Ethernet is like clean. You'll have perfect, because if there's like a fluctuation in the Wi-Fi where, it just like gets all fucked up, then your image quality goes down, which that sucks. But if you go hardwire into the Steam Link with an Ethernet cord, you don't have any of those issues. So I don't know, man. This kind of sucks, actually. I wouldn't recommend this. If you have to pay for this, it's stupid. Maybe it's stupid. I don't know. You might be able to enjoy it. But the Steam Link is the shit, dude. Is it really discontinued? Let me double check. I'm going to the Steam store right now real quick, guys. And let's see. Steam Link. Yeah, there's no price for it. There's no price. You can't buy it. Here, let me show you guys. You do need an Xbox, though. Like a really expensive. I just run an HDMI from my computer to my TV. You can do that too, but then you need to have a wireless controller on your computer or something like that. If you can do that, then fine. But the Steam Link just makes it so you don't have to have fucking wires going across one room to the other. Yeah, look at that, guys. Steam Link. There it is. Yeah, but then you have to have that long-ass HDMI cable that people trip on when they're walking from your room to the kitchen. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, as you can see down there, there's no price for the Steam Link. There's just nothing. You can't buy it. It's discontinued. There it is. Steam Link hardware sold out November 19, 2018. Let's see, what's the information on this? Moving forward, Valve intends to continue supporting the existing Steam Link hardware as well as distribution of the software. Click here to find more about it. Yeah. Yeah, the only way people bought the box is if they sold it for $5, which is exactly what I did. They sold me a game plus the Steam Link for like $8. When the Steam Link by itself was, I think, $40 just by itself. So it was an insane deal. So obviously they just lost out on it big time. Nobody was buying it. Oh well. That's it. Yeah, I'm lucky my computer is right beside our TV. Yeah, that's a different situation. I'm literally in another room, so I can't do that. It's all about location. All right, let's move on. Let's get here. Let's finish this fucking podcast, dude. Snoop Dogg and his weed brand are launching an esports tournament series called the Gangster Gaming League. West Side! And starting with Madden, stream tonight on just about everything. Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg wants to get into gaming. He saw how much money Ninja's making. He's like, damn, what's up, my Ninja? How you making so much money? But yeah, this was 12 years ago. He did the same thing called Global Gaming League, which is exactly the same letters, GGL. Now it's Gangsta Gaming League. Not Gangster, Gangsta Gaming League. Okay? Snoop Dogg getting his personalized, crypt out Xbox 360 when it launched. Okay. You smoked my boy DJ Wheat up a decade ago. I would be honored to do the same. Can we make this happen, Your Holiness? Yeah, everyone wants to smoke weed with Snoop Dogg. I mean, that's one of those bucket lists, you know? I've only ever purchased Steam Link when they had them for $1. Yeah, they had them for pretty much free. That's what it was. There it is. Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, YouTube. We on all the platforms. Let's see what he has to say here, huh, guys?
What up, though? This is Big Snoop Dogg, and I want y'all to tune in Thursday.
Thursday.
Doing a Madden tournament, MUT tournament, Madden Ultimate Team, and it's gonna be brought to you live on my channels, man. I got
So much back. Hey, can you guys in the back just shut the fuck up for a second while I make this little announcement? All these people chattering. Listen to the chatter, dude. Shut up.
Ultimate Team, and it's gonna be brought to you live on my channels.
What?
I got 4 channels I'm showing it on. I'm gonna be showing it on Twitch.
Okay.
Showing it on Mixer.
What?
Facebook.
Okay.
And YouTube. But
Facebook.
Go to Mixer, and it's Snoop Dogg. What's the thing again, Snoop?
Oh, jeez, he doesn't know. For sure, don't ask the guy next to you, what's the thing again when you're doing the promo, you know? For sure, tell everybody to shut the fuck up for a second while you make this 48-second clip. And for sure, know the fucking details, dude. Know the details, dude. Huh?
Dogg. What's the thing again, Snoop Dogg? What?
Snoop Dogg. Mixer.com/Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Mixer.com.
Dude, so easy to remember that. So easy to... It's your name. It's the website / your name, dude. So easy to remember that. God damn it, dude.
Snoop Dogg. That's what we streaming it at the most. But we coming at you live and direct. Thursday, it's going down 5 p.m. West Coast time. That means it's 8 p.m. East Coast time.
Oh, damn. He's telling you about fucking time zones now. 5 p.m. Pacific time. You know what that means? That's 8 p.m. Eastern time, by the way.
It's going down 5 p.m. West Coast time. That means it's 8 p.m. East Coast time. So make sure you locked in front of your TVs and locked in front of your laptops and phones so you can see this Madden tournament brought to you by Snoop Dogg.
Dude, turn off the music. Tell everyone to shut up. Know the details. Oh, shit. They got dope-ass graphics that say Mary Jane on the top. Gangsta Gaming League. Yay, yay. Yeah, because there's nothing more gangster than pro gamers, dude. I mean, come on, dude. Look at this guy, dude. Look at how gangster this guy is, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? View image. We're looking at a picture of Shroud. Where the fuck is the open image? Oh, view image. There we go. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, come on. Look at him, dude. La da 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 da. It's the SHROUD Shroud. Gangsta Gaming League. La la da 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 da. Snoop disappearing in a puff of smoke was something I would have never expected. Yeah, he's like a ninja. I mean, come on, dude. Look at that, dude. You telling me that's not gangster, dude? What's more gangster than a pro? Alright, next piece of news. Let's move on. I'm getting an aneurysm. Lady Gaga could appear in Cyberpunk 2077. Yep. She was working with CD Projekt. She was seen at CD Projekt Red's Warsaw studio, and sources speaking to French website Actu Gaming say the singer will participate in Cyberpunk 2077. I can tell you that... What do you mean, why, crew? He's like, fuck, why? Why would they ruin it? Why? How's that ruining it? She's a pop star. Cyberpunk is all about... It's all about corporations, entertainment, pop stars, being popular, being cool. It's not about just shooting your guns and cyberware. It's also about social status and stuff like that. As you can see in this photo that they have for the article, there's someone that's fully chromed out, and there's a bunch of people taking pictures of this person. That's because that is the fashion. So fashion and stuff like that is all a part of the game. So this is par for the course for Cyberpunk. For them to have someone like Lady Gaga makes complete sense. They could have picked anyone else, literally anyone. I would have been fine with it. You're in the minority, crew, because Lady Gaga is perfect for the role. She's weird, she's crazy, she has weird fashion, avant-garde, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I'm sure she, after seeing stuff like this, she was inspired by it, because her character, the Lady Gaga character, is perfect for Cyberpunk, dude. I mean, just looking at her different outfits and stuff, like, look at this shit. Lady Gaga strange outfits. Let's put that in Google. I mean, dude, all this shit, all these weird ass fucking outfits she wears and stuff like that's what Cyberpunk is all about, dude. That's what the Cyberpunk, at least Cyberpunk 2020, it's about crazy, weird shit that doesn't usually make sense, avant-garde stuff, and it makes sense for the universe. She doesn't really do that anymore. Yeah, she doesn't do it anymore because she's trying to be like I think she's probably just bored with it. You know what I mean? But god damn it, her voice annoys me so much. I don't like her voice either. I think she has a really good singing voice, and I think she's super talented, obviously. I think she's actually a genius, but I don't like her music, and I don't like her voice. And I can separate the two. Lady Gaga fits 27. She really doesn't do that anymore. She's calmed down over the past years. She's not edgy anymore, says Prince. Yeah, she was in that fucking Bradley Cooper movie. She's trying to be like a legit actress, and she's just doing something different. You know, you can't always be wearing the Pharrell hat. Like, Pharrell can't always wear that hat. He needs to not wear that hat anymore. You can't always do the same look. You got to change up the look. So her doing like the fucking rah, 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 look at my weird outfit. You can't do that all the time. Oh, Donnie's crying. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of her either, but I can recognize talent when I see it. Okay? So I think she's perfect for the role, and I think this is good. This is good. So let's see here. As for who Lady Gaga might portray, there are plenty of possibilities, but it's equally possible that she'll be some kind of lounge singer or quest-giving NPC. Yeah, that's probably what it is. A great stretch could point towards Alt Cunningham, a character from the original tabletop games. Oh, yeah, that's right. What does this say? So Lady Gaga wrote on Twitter a bunch of letters and numbers and weird shit and exclamation points. And Cyberpunk 2077 replied with, of course we will. I don't know what that means. Cunningham is the ex-girlfriend of in-game rockstar Johnny Silverhand. Yeah, in the Cyberpunk universe, Johnny Silverhand is like the... How can you compare him? Who is he? He's like the famous hero of their lore. Like, he's the guy that everybody looks up to. He's a rocker boy class, and everybody looks up to him, and he's an influencer. He's a game changer. So, yeah, if you're into that kind of shit. That original tweet is from 2012. Oh, shit, you're right. Holy fuck. Oh, they replied to it in September 2018, and she wrote that in 2012. I know you guys hate that. But, you know, Lady Gaga is a game changer. If rumors prove true, we'll likely find out plenty more about the game at this year's E3, but either way, we're unlikely to get an actual look at the game for a while yet. Yeah, we all know. We're all waiting for the game. God damn it. Hey, you guys remember that game No Man's Sky? Well, it's getting online support. What do you mean, dude? There's already online support. Well, hold my cosmic beer, because the first component of No Man's Sky Beyond, which is a 3-part expansion to No Man's Sky, all right? 3 different pieces of content, I guess is what you want to call it. The first one is called No Man's Sky Online. Sorry, hold on. Let me go back. There's going to be 3 big changes to No Man's Sky. They're all going to be free. And it's called that this whole change thing of the 3 of them put together is called No Man's Sky Beyond. So right now they're in No Man's Sky Next. That's what their thing is. Now this next one is I'm confusing you guys, but the next one is going to be called No Man's Sky Beyond. And the first part of that, No Man's Sky Beyond A, is No Man's Sky Online. Now B and C we don't know anything about. It includes a new radical social and multiplayer experience which empowers players everywhere in the universe to meet and play together. Okay? So that's it. There's going to be things that are happening in No Man's Sky in the future. This little video that we're looking at doesn't really show anything other than the graphic. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean they're going to have their own friend system? I really don't know what it means. So Galactic Facebook and Instagram. Exactly, Kaiser. Exactly. Guess it's time for y'all to put another 2 hours, 200 hours into the game. Yeah, and then Cox to put another 1,000. Cox is like, get that game away from me. Don't tell me anything about that game. He fucking played that game. He played No Man's Sky, dude. I mean, you guys thought you played it? Nah. He fucking played it, dude. Is there any way I can see how many hours he put into it? Let's see here. Let me go to No Man's Sky. Okay. Friends who play this game. Where is he? Cox Johnson. Oh no, I have to go to his profile, don't I? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna look and see how many fucking hours he's put into this fucking game. All right. Let's see here. No Man's Sky, right here. 114 hours. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was way more than that. That's not that much. It's not a crazy amount. I thought he put like 1,000 hours into it. No, he hasn't put 1,000 hours into anything. Okay, never mind. I mean, that's still a lot, but it's not like a crazy amount. Damn it. Get wrecked. All right, next piece of news. Let's move on. BioWare community manager says hostile replies make developers less likely to engage. Less likely to engage, guys. What does that mean? They're pretty much telling you, hey guys, you keep talking shit, saying that we're doing a poor job, and you know what? We might actually just not engage with you guys anymore. How about that? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, BioWare community manager. You're supposed to hold grudges against your fucking community because of a minority of people or whatever you want to call it. Because let's be real, guys. Let's be fucking real, all right? Let's do some math right here. Anthem player base number. I don't know if they release it. I don't know if they have it. Anthem Artifacts player count? No. Do you know how many people are playing Anthem, guys? Is there any way for how many people are playing Anthem? Let's ask Google. How many people are playing Anthem? It's not saying anywhere, and I don't think they're gonna tell us. Yeah, they're not gonna tell us. Let's say it's a few million, right? Let's say it's. Let's just be generous and say it's 1 million. Do you guys think 1 million's a good number? I want to take a little poll in chat. Let you guys throw out your number that you think is correct, and then we'll just be a little bit generous. All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna say 1 million just because it's a nice little round number, and I think that's about right. Now let's go to Reddit. Okay. And we're gonna go to Anthem. Anthem the game. Okay. The Anthem the game subreddit on Reddit currently has 197,000 subscribers, right? So 200,000 subscribers. And currently on a Sunday afternoon, only 6.6 thousand people are online, okay? Now let's compare that real quick. Just want to do some numbers here. To a game like, let's say, its direct competitor, Warframe. All right. I just want to compare. Obviously, it has more subscribers. 400,000 with 4.6K active. Okay, so most people, this doesn't prove anything. I wanted to see if more people are active. We could do League of Legends. Let's do League of Legends. I just want to see the percentage of people active on the subreddit. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. Oh my god, that's such a smart way to get him to crawl. Sorry, wife just showed me something awesome. She's got Donnie on a towel so he can like crawl. No, not League of Legends. God damn it. I'm losing my mind here. League of Legends. There we go. 2.5 million subscribers. 2.6 million with 22,000 wish Clash worked. Alright, so forget about that. Forget about that. Alright, come back to me. Listen, hear me out. Forget about that. So let's say 1 million people are playing Anthem, right? And they have 200,000 subscribers on, yeah, we really did try. 200,000 subscribers on their subreddit. Their main subreddit, okay? If you want to know information about the game, their main subreddit, 200,000 people. So according to our calculations, a fifth of the people are actually on their subreddit. That would mean 4/5 of their community do not use Reddit and don't give a shit about any of that stuff, okay? So if I work at Anthem or EA or whatever, and a fifth of my player base is being assholes to me, which is not true because out of the 200,000, not all of them are assholes. They're just, some of them are just being critical. Some of them are happy. There's even a minority in that are being assholes. Because of that minority, I'm going to completely cut ties from my entire player base. Now, tell me where the logic in that makes sense. That's exactly what the community manager is saying. They're saying the more people that are hostile against us, the less likely we are to engage. So all you people out there that are silent supporters, that are buying the game, buying microtransactions, and supporting the game, but you're not on our subreddit, you're all going to get fucked from our information or anything that we can give you. We're just going to completely be radio silent with you. You're all going to be fucked because of a small minority. Now, tell me where that makes sense logically. It's 2019, John. The previous several years means thick skins don't exist anymore. Yeah, especially in gaming, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Shit talking's fun. I don't know where we lost that. To start things, used to be a lot friendlier here for dev team members who normally don't talk on social channels or forums. Yeah, okay. They could answer questions, give information, and know that they aren't going to have people getting upset at them. That's how it was before. But then the game came out, people were upset about the game. Now, he says, why would a dev team member take time away from working on the next update to post when they know it's likely to be met with hostile replies? Maybe some of them, or they get flamed because they can't answer other questions that players are asking. I don't mind posting here when things aren't so nice, but that's because it's my job. For the devs, it isn't their job. And I'd like to ask that people remember that when replying to them, when some people say be nice or the devs will stop posting, it's 100% true. Well, hey man, I can't control that, dude. I can't control what other people say, dude. But if I want to talk to the devs, like, do it for me, dude. Don't do it for them. I don't know. Maybe if they fix the bugs, the issue wouldn't be there. I mean, look, let's be fair. It's not fair for a developer who's working hard on the bugs, trying to fix them, to be told to go kill themselves and that they're a piece of shit and all the bullshit that internet people do. That's not fair either. It's not right. I don't condone that. Anybody that does that, you're a piece of shit. All right? That's it, period. There's no way around it. That is a human being that you're talking shit to. All right? So to be fair, that no one should have to take that abuse. But to also be fair, if you're in the kitchen and you're cooking and you burn your hand That's a part of the fucking thing, dude. That's a part of it, dude. Am I gonna not cook dinner because I burned my hand once in 2005? I have internet wall to protect me. Most of the time, I'm just like, yo, this shit's broke, fix it. Yeah, and that. So being afraid to update your player base, who is the majority of your player base, who are the ones that are not saying things to you, being your little like, oh, I'm gonna go in my corner and cry because the boys are mean to me at school. I mean, come on, dude. Come the fuck on, dude. This shit's still broke. Fix it faster. This is your job. Like, maybe do it. Yeah, I mean, that's also, you know, I understand the whole like death threats and saying like, I hope your family dies. Like, people say shit like that. They're pieces of shit. All right, I get it. But come on, man. It's gonna happen, dude. And it's the minority. Think that in your fucking head, dude. It's the minority. I always like, it amazes me. I mean, obviously, I've never been through it. I haven't reached that level of fame where my Twitter comments and YouTube comments are just filled with so much shit, like bullshit. But in a way, it's kind of like, what about all those people that don't have Twitter or don't use Reddit, but they still support your game and they're having fun? There's people out there, the majority of people that are still... No, not the majority, dude. Everyone who's playing Anthem right now likes the game, or else they wouldn't play it. It was the same shit with PUBG. When I was talking shit about PUBG, I was still playing it. I was still playing it because I wanted to play the game. So even the people that are talking shit to you, telling you to kill yourself, are still playing your fucking game, dude. So in the end, they're your supporters. You need to take whatever they say with a gigantic grain of salt, dude. Like a fucking cosmic grain of salt, all right? Because that's all they are. They're just salty, dude. They're salty because the game that they love is not working the way that they want it to work. And the shit that they say, though it's not correct, it's not right, they're the minority, dude. There's a bunch of people out there that want updates from you that are silent supporters. They're people that don't say, hey, good job, or don't say, hey, bad job. They're just there, they're playing your game, and they're spending money on it. Silently. And to ignore those people is just stupid. It just doesn't make any sense. You're ignoring your majority of your player base. But, whatever. You can't change it. I mean, some people can't handle it, which I get. It is what it is. So... people who send death threats to anyone need to be shot. Like, that shit's not funny. Dude, that's like death threatception. So, if I send you a death threat, you're countering that I should die. You're sending me a death threat, dude. You're threatening my life with death when I'm sending you a death threat. That's like a double death threat, dude. Does it cancel each other out? If people with death threats need to be shot, does it cancel it out? They just need to be shot, not fatally. Oh, okay. Just one of those knee shots, ankle shots. And then, so then it included, I love the updates. Okay, so commenters of the thread said, I love the updates, but this is the most important thing out of the entire post, honestly. I've seen it with every game I've played. The devs jump in, have open discussions, share ideas, and talk about areas of improvement. Then the toxicity of the community comes along and ruins everything. I wish players would stop chasing away the devs. Or I wish devs would fucking understand that that's just a par for the course, dude. You know? It is what it is, dude. If I own a video game company, I'm telling my devs, look, I know that these guys are assholes to you, and I know they're pieces of shit, but your job is to give our players information, okay? I'm asking you to go onto these forums and give them the information they need. It's not for the ones that are sending you death threats. It's not for the ones that are being assholes. It's for the people that are supporting our game. That's what I'm asking you to do. Forget about the comments. Don't read the comments. Just tell them this information, all right? That's it. Kneecap the motherfucker, see how funny they think it is now. I've never been shot, dude. I wonder what it's like. No, I don't want to wonder what it's like. So, that's it. Okay. Big breath. Big breath, dude. 2 fucking hours by myself, man. How do I do it? Pete Hines and Todd Howard, all that shit. Take all that shit for the rest of the company. Yeah, Bethesda does that. Being shot sucks, like bad. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Alright, guys, that's it. Fucking podcast is over. My voice is probably going to be gone by the end of today. Ugh. Even when I stream, I don't talk this much, man. I usually just get high and zone out and not read chat. But, you know. I had to give you guys a better product. Whoa. Sorry, the water went down the wrong hole. Yeah, I'm going to drink some honey tea. I hope we are going to talk about my favorite game, Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Oh, man, I hope you guys... thank you, Cheeseman. I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this solo podcast. It's it's more fun with Czar, in my opinion, but I gotta do what I gotta do, man. I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, podcast show must go on. Next week he should be back on, unless something pops up. We'll see. He's very secret about his life. So if you guys want to know what's going on with Czar, don't ask me, because I don't know shit. Even in fucking private conversation, I'll be like, dude, is everything okay? Like, everything fine? And he'll be like, yep, don't want to talk about it. Nope, don't want to talk. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm like, all right, dude. All right, that's fine. I don't mind. We can have that relationship. It's all good. So other than that, I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for listening and being a part of the podcast. Wife is hungry. I need to feed the wife before she comes and attacks me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next week for some more point and click podcasts. Make sure you check out the Wise and Sassy podcast with wife and I. Apex later, hopefully, but we'll see. I'm going to go eat and stuff like that, and then I'll text you, T. So I don't know if you're going to be busy. Wise and Sassy podcast with wife. Stream every day, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at this same channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Make sure you share it on Twitter and Twitch and everything else. Make sure you join the Discord. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day, all the hot dudes out there. Bye.
So stay woke, stay fresh,